There is a specific reason you found this message today. It is not an accident. It is not a coincidence that these words have crossed your path at this exact moment in your life. You have been waiting for a sign. You have been looking at the sky or staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, asking for just one indication that things are going to change. You have been asking if anyone actually sees what you are going through. You have been fighting in silence for so long that you have almost forgotten what peace feels like. This message is your answer. Take a deep breath right now. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your hands. Listen closely, because the atmosphere around your life is shifting. You are not crazy for feeling the weight you have been carrying. You are not weak for feeling exhausted. But there is news from the unseen realm that you need to hear. Heaven has just announced your victory. The battle you have been fighting, the one that nobody else knows the full depth of, is over. I know that is hard to believe right now. I know that your eyes are telling you that nothing has changed yet. Your reality might still look the same as it did yesterday. The bills might still be there. The silence in your house might still be loud. The confusion in your mind might still be swirling. But you must understand how the spiritual world works. The victory happens before the manifestation. The chains break in the spirit before they fall off in the natural world. And God wants you to know that the decree has been signed. You have been in a season of intense warfare. It hasn't just been bad luck. It hasn't just been random difficult events. It has been a targeted attempt to drain your energy, to steal your hope, and to make you give up on the destiny that is inside of you. You are what is known as a chosen one. This is not a title of ego. It is a title of responsibility. It means you were selected to break cycles that have existed in your bloodline for generations. It means you have a light inside you that irritates the darkness. That is why the battle has been so hard. That is why you often feel like you are swimming upstream when everyone else is floating down. That is why, when you try to do good, obstacles seem to rise up out of nowhere. You have wondered why it is so easy for others, but so hard for you. You have looked at people who lie, cheat, and steal, and watched them seem to prosper while you, with your pure heart, continue to struggle. God has seen every single tear you cried over this injustice. He has heard every silent prayer you whispered when you were too tired to speak out loud. He knows about the nights you cried yourself to sleep, hoping that the morning would bring a miracle. He knows about the times you smiled at everyone else, telling them you were fine, while inside you were crumbling. You felt like you were being punished. You felt like God had forgotten your name. But you were never forgotten. You were being forged. And now, that season of fire is ending. The announcement has been made in the heavens. The resistance that has been pushing against you is being removed. The doors that have been slammed in your face are about to unlock. But first, we must address the exhaustion in your soul. You are tired. Not just physical tired, the kind where a nap helps. You are soul tired. You are tired of being strong. You are tired of being the one everyone relies on. You are tired of holding it together. God wants you to know that you can put the armor down now. You do not have to fight anymore. The battle is not yours to fight. It was God's all along. But you had to stand firm to prove your trust. And you did. Even when you wavered, even when you doubted, you stayed. You didn't turn your back on light. You kept a tiny ember of hope alive, even when the wind tried to blow it out. That is all God needed. Now, He is stepping in to finish what He started. The victory that has been announced is total. It is not just a partial victory. It is not just a small break in the clouds. It is a complete turnaround. Think about the thing that worries you the most right now. That heavy, dark cloud that follows you. Maybe it is a financial lack. Maybe it is a health issue. Maybe it is a relationship that is broken. Maybe it is just a general sense of anxiety about the future. Now, imagine that weight suddenly vanishing. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and that problem simply does not exist. How light would you feel? How deep would you breathe? That is the destination God is bringing you to. But there is something you must do to receive this victory. You must stop rehearsing the trauma. You have been in the battle for so long that you have become used to the noise of war. You have become used to the struggle. Sometimes we get so used to carrying a heavy load that when it is taken away, we still walk as if we are carrying it. We still hunch our shoulders. We still look for the next attack. We still wait for the other shoe to drop. God is asking you to let go of that fear. Do not be afraid of the good news. Do not be afraid of happiness. I know you have been disappointed before. I know you have had moments where you thought, this is it, only to be let down again. So you build a wall around your heart to protect yourself from hope. You decided it was safer to expect the worst than to be hurt by the best. But God is saying to you right now, it is safe to trust me again. This time is different. This victory is permanent. The enemies you have seen in the past, you will see no more. The cycles of lack and confusion are being broken once and for all. Heaven has declared that you have passed the test. You have endured the crushing. You have produced the oil. Now comes the overflow. You might feel like you are running out of time. You might look at your age or the years that have passed and think it is too late for you. You might think you missed your window of opportunity while you were struggling to survive. But God exists outside of time. He can restore the years that the locusts have eaten. He can do in one day what takes ordinary men 10 years to achieve. Your victory will not be slow. When it rains, it pours. You are about to enter a season of acceleration. Things are going to happen so fast that your head will spin. The phone calls you have been waiting for will come. The connections you need will appear. The resources required will be provided. Because the battle is over. The silence of God was not His absence. It was His concentration. He was working on things behind the scenes that were too big for you to understand at the time. He was moving pieces on the chessboard that you couldn't see. He was protecting you from rooms you weren't ready to enter. He was removing people from your life who could not go where you are going. That was painful. The loss felt like a defeat, but it was actually a rescue. God was making space for the new. He was clearing the ground so He could build something magnificent. And now the foundation is laid. The structure is rising. You are about to see what all the pain was for. You are about to understand why you had to go through the valley. It was to give you the empathy, the wisdom, and the strength to handle the mountaintop. Without the battle, you would not be ready for the victory. But you are ready now. So, what do you do now? How do you live in this space between the announcement and the arrival? You rest. This is the hardest thing for a warrior to do. To put down the sword, to sit down in the field, to close your eyes and trust that you are safe. But this is your command from heaven right now. Be still. Stop trying to force doors open. Stop trying to manipulate outcomes. Stop staying up all night trying to figure out how it is going to happen. The how is not your business. The how belongs to God. Your job is the yes. Your job is to prepare your heart to receive. Your job is to clear out the clutter of fear and make room for peace. If you catch yourself worrying today, gently stop. Remind yourself, the battle is over. Say it out loud if you have to. The battle is over. Heaven has announced my victory. Feel the truth of those words settling into your bones. God is fighting for you, even when you are sleeping, especially when you are sleeping. He is unraveling the knots you couldn't untie. He is softening the hearts that were hardened against you. He is sending angels to clear the debris from your path. You are so loved. You are so cherished. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are a chosen one. And chosen ones are never abandoned. They are tested, yes. They are refined, yes. But they are never, ever forsaken. The timeline of your struggle has reached its end date. The contract of suffering has expired. You are walking into a new day, a day of lightness, a day of clarity, a day where laughter returns to your mouth and genuine joy returns to your spirit. Do not look back at the darkness. It has nothing left for you. Look forward to the horizon. The sun is rising. The warm light is touching your face. This is your moment. Accept it. Claim it. Walk in it. The long night is over. Heaven has spoken. You have won. You are safe. You are free. And you are deeply, deeply loved. Rest now in the assurance of this truth. The battle is over. Peace be with you.